Hello, weebs. Been a minute. There were some things that I've illuminated that got in the way. But I'm back, baby. I'm ready to go. Not waste any time. Welcome back, weeps. Raikou does disco Elysium. Let us continue. What were our objectives? Let's see, I think we were going to. Whoa, bro. Wait, I think it's fine actually. It just has the wrong numbers again. But it looks alright. He wanted to take a break from the body, come back later to finish the autopsy. So, we can interview. Remember, actually, you know what? I'm going to pause this for just a second. I realized I forgot to do something that I wanted to do real quick before I started. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So we can find the representative of the logistics company who owns the harbor and ask her about the murder. This is our main overarching objective of this case. As a cop, ask her about possibly getting entry into the harbor to look for stuff. This is very important. We need to find a way through talking to a bunch of people to get into this stuff. I changed some stuff around, by the way, with my computer and the game, and it seems to be displaying the correct number now with 60 FPS while the game is going. Wonderful news. Okay, interview the local Debardeur union leader about Claire as well. The capitalist dude. Ask him about the murder. The field autopsy on the body whenever I come back from whatever I decide to do next. Police officers get briefed about the cases they're given. Sometimes they forget the briefing though and need to be briefed again. Click on Kim and ask him about the case. I'll do that momentarily. Give me a minute. Oh no. Body needs to be down. Okay, we gotta do the autopsy and then I'll take his boots. Oh man, I have to think about that. And where is the rest of the armor? Ask Kuno what he knows. Track down the gun. Keep looking for that. Unclear how you should go about finding a tiny piece of plastic in a world as huge as this. Maybe you'll just stumble across it. Down the line, miracles happen. Don't worry about it. Go put the clothes in the trash. I'll figure it out eventually. Pay for the damages. Tell Sylvie. Right. Find some booze. Ask around about tattoos' possible meaning. You have a photo of a hangman's tattoos. Maybe someone can decipher them. Say what they mean. You should probably talk about talk to about two people about them for this. Alright, so that's a list of things to do post haste. Also, what is going on here? I forget. We're working on being a Mazovian economist? Communism? Right. Ha ha ha. Uh-huh. Right, we need that. And I do have a level up. I'll tell you what I need to do is I need to level up electrochemistry. Trust me. And that left me with this in the what is this? Bird's nest in the mirror. Got you. Okay. I need to talk to Kim for a second though.
Yes.
Yo man, I need you to tell me about this case. What do you want to know? Uh, literally anything about it. I can't remember a single thing, man. Listen. Yes, the case brief you missed. I remember. He opens his nose. Brief, yes. This sounds good, man. 2 days ago, the RCM emergencies desk received a report about a security guard who was found hanged in Martinez. An anonymous caller said there was a dead body behind the Willing and Rags hostel cafeteria. The cadaver had been there for 4 days. No one had come to investigate. During that time, the victim had been stripped of his belongings. The caller did not identify him but used the word lynching. There is an ongoing labor dispute between the local dock workers and the logistics company Wild Pines. I was told we should approach the death as part of this dispute. So does it say, does it happen to say who the victim was? Security guard or worker some sort hired by Wild Pines? Does this here say from Martinez, of course? We need to find out the truth. Or why didn't we know anything about the caller? They didn't identify themselves in any way. The tone was muffled using a device of some sort. The desk could identify neither the caller's age nor sex. Why did they hide themselves, man? There's a strong prejudice against involving the RCM in what's seen as union matters. The dock workers union is the de facto police in Martinez. Now it appears they've started executing too. We cannot allow that. Okay, hold on. And the RC, what is the RCM then? That's us, the Revachol Citizens Militia, with the police in the city. Alright, the RCM, or the Revachol Citizens Militia, is a police force you and him are a part of, a self-organized Peace Corps of the occupied city of Revachol. RCM operates within the legal twilight. Yet its authority is rarely questioned. It's super useful. You know this. Okay, so our job here is to find the killer. That's right. Okay. Alright, would you say this is a mysterious case, Mr. Kim? The lieutenant considers your question a moment before answering no, it's not particularly a mysterious case. Why not? The lieutenant shrugs. The deceased is a security guard for a corporation involved in a labor dispute. Doesn't take a DeLorean polymath to put the pieces together. I just don't see the case getting more mysterious than that. Oh. There's some interesting options here. Uh, what about if it's supernatural? Again, sure nothing like that would happen. Do you know why not? Because it's impossible. I know that, but still. Because it's not part of reality? So desperately mundane. You need to funk this case up. There's something the lieutenant isn't seeing. The universe is too irrational, too morally complex. You should convince him. I'll get right on that, I suppose. Somehow. Why are we on the same case if we're from different precincts? They're pawns in a pissing competition. Alright, what do you mean? I assumed you were in on it. I don't remember being in on anything. Alright, you know what I'm in on? Retrograde amnesia. Better still than an imbecilic cop off. What is a cop off? Stupidity. Lieutenant shakes his head. What kind of stupidity? Alright, the cop kind. Our precincts can't decide if Martinez is part of Jamrock or the industrial harbor. Yours or mine? As if we somehow own parts of the city, typical street gang mentality, so we've let the Union make a mockery of law enforcement here, and now it's come to its natural conclusion. This is a struggle over who runs Martinez. Less a matter of who gets to police Martinez than who has to. An orphan district, in other words. Oh. Okay. The dispatch desk just told both our stations about the hanging. There was quite the brouhaha at the 57th. I can tell you that. Time to settle it, they said, up off. But he leans in. I assure you, I'm not the finest or toughest with 102 cases solved. What I am is least interested in a pissing competition. So he volunteered to represent the 57th, but not out of competitiveness. On the contrary. So you volunteered to spoil it, Kim? Oh my god. Spill the tea, sis. Woohoo! You conniving little rat. You're a little rat. Yes, I'm an omnipotent spoil sport. The lieutenant appears pleased with this. Alright. Alright, I wonder what this says about me that I was sent by my station. Here's an eyebrow thinking about the best that you make the next move. Alright? Alright, oh. I am an apocalyptic omen sent by my people. There will be a bloodletting of unimaginable proportions, unimaginable. Better not to relay it. You know, actually, oh wait. Better not to relay it. I agree. The doc. Uh, alright. Something else. Oh, that was good. Oh, I'm good with this. Let's try this. Why did the 41st send me? Look at you. It's because you're a failure. They sent you to Slight Precinct 57. That makes more sense than the other stuff I thought of, man. Just think of it for a second. You're a raging alcoholic who showed up 3 days late wearing piss-stained disco garb. You weren't sent here to win. What if, Cam, what if they sent me on this case because I'm a fuck up? Like, as a joke. You've considered it. So it's true. It would be immensely ugly of them, not to mention unprofessional, but I also think it's somewhat unlikely. Why is that? I checked into records. This jurisdiction dispute, who polices Martinez, reaches back into the 30s, as old as my station. And all this time we can't decide who gets Martinez. I think yes, both stations would prefer a win. So you are their finest. I am the finest of nothing. Do you really see me as a safe bet? No, but you're old. You've made it this far. Something has brought you through. We've only just started working together, so I don't know what it is yet, but it's there. So no, I don't think they sent you as a joke. And even if they did, they're in for a surprise. Oh, I can't do that. Alright. Let's leave. That's done and done. Uh, what do I do next? I need to find some booze, man. How do I... I was trying to grow herbs in that there greenhouse. What is this? We've done everything there. Huh. What are you? An inconspicuous pile of roofing material. Eternite. Why am I looking at it? Because there's a secret door hidden behind the panels of Eternite. That's why they're too orderly. Pull them aside. You see a shabby little door. Oh, dude. What is this then? Tool shed? Let's investigate. Let's. Do you have a flashlight? Oh, it's got light in here. What does it say? An empty tube of Magnesium supplement, alright. Get out of the way or get fucked up. What are you? Bottle or ooh, just money, I guess, inside of something. Silver plate with traces of bone yellow powder. Be still. A beating heart. It's amphetamine, sweet amphetamine. The lieutenant isn't studying the powder in the mirror, he's studying you. There's a good, vague way to ask where he stands on drug use. Professionally, I mean. Uh, Someone is taking narcotics here. Perhaps the police should interfere? Perhaps not? This is below our pay grade, detective. However, points to the ladder in the corner. See that ladder there? It's probably another way into the industrial harbor, no? Secret path the local kids use. Uh, is that everything in here, I guess? Let's go, man. Up in there. Can I reach this from here? What is going on? Oh, those have fit. Alright. Up here, I guess. And then... No, no, no. Leave? How do I get in there? First of all, what is this? Money? And more money? Looks like someone left his tarpaulin cloak hanging on the railing there. When the wind ruffles the cloak, you can most definitely see a white rectangle on its back. You son of a gun, it's a cop cloak. Probably yours. Bears the RCM insignia and you have a habit of being careless with your equipment. You probably make the jump. You look like you've done some track and field in your day. Alright. Look around. The wind is aggressive up here. The lieutenant looks at the enormous crane towering the distance over the container yard. That machine is a Welsund 1020 HK. Say that. Is it? He looks up at you, impressed. Welsund makes a lot of heavy equipment, but this is phenomenal even for them. We're focusing on your cloak. I thought that would give me a look of like the dimensions of what I'm working with here. Go for the cloak. I failed it. Alright, I'll have to level that up, I guess. That's high, you'd have to be a total madman to jump. This is certain death. Alright. Take one of those. You've died there. Shit, 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 shit. That was a part of our deal. It's alright. I just can't do it right at this moment. Fair enough. How much money do I have? $7. I need 130? Bro. This door is going to collapse soon. Is there any money in here? Oh, yes, actually. Postcard that I can sell, I guess, and money on the ground. Dope. Uh-huh. Alright, that's all that I have to do there for now. What is this? This postcard depicts an ill-advised residential area overlooking the Gemrock Quarter. 13-story buildings line the hillside like sarcophagi. An ominous fog already rising from behind. These are the last boom years. In 39, the project fails catastrophically, leaving behind an opiate and hepatitis B infested slum. Okay, if you say so, man. How much is in this bag? I have no idea. No idea, dude. So let's go. I guess. Did I check this trash can? No. Are you the person that I talked to already?
Hi, Ace Detective. Are you here for more books?
No. Did I go in here? Why? I have no idea. Anyway, let me go in. Now that I have some money, let me just talk to this lady.
Welcome to Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People. My name is Plaisance.
Hello, Plaisance. Clerk extends a greeting.
And please take responsibility for the energy you bring into this space.
Alright. So are you the owner of this store?
I am the proudest owner of our little shop of culture.
Your daughter, alright, her voice high pitched as if to give it more penetration. Alright, so your daughter is the one standing outside. Annette, yes, my daughter. I hope she wasn't slacking off again with her nose. Science fiction, tell me. She had a post doing her job like a proper girl? Or, yes. Did you talk to her? Yes, I did. On a scale of 1 to 10, how compelled were you to buy books from talking to her? I'm not going to grade a human being. I don't do that. Alright, it's about proper sales practices and market research. I expect an answer. Alright, she's very polite and helpful then. Alright. Her dedication brings joy to her heart. She's immensely satisfied with the answer. The turnout is great as my Annette. Alright, the way you are handling her strikes me as wrong. Mind your own business, sir. Posture becomes very rigid. In our society, people don't go tell each other how to raise their children. It's none of your or anyone's business. Denial is the way he copes with criticism. Alright, all this pressure has made her really anxious. You know, she's been chewing her nails. Alright. God, I told her not to do that. It's disgusting. And I told you to mind your own business. Her voice is firm. Clearly you have no idea how hard it is to raise a girl in this economy. I don't think she can do anything about it. She can if she has enough willpower. It's what's called growing pains. Life isn't easy. Life doesn't give breaks. Come on, ma'am. It's obvious she can't do anything about it. You're placing an unnecessary burden on a young child. Alright, what you're doing is wrong. Even I know that. I usually don't know anything. She stands stiff and severe, silently fuming, and so seconds pass without change. She's looking for one, but there simply aren't any good arguments for being an asshole. All of a sudden, she exhales sharply. Her shoulders slump down. Oh no, she mutters. Hold on, I need to invite her inside and apologize. She must be freezing out there. Let's fucking go. We've done it. With the power of logic and reason. She returns with a nod. I don't know what to say to you, my husband. He tries to teach me business lessons. I have what my mother called a dull mind. All this stress. She stops, but her mouth keeps moving. Is this husband Annette's father? Yes, my husband is a successful entrepreneur. He's the river. Only who are more involved in the business we're running up here, he says gloomily. No matter, soon we'll both be off for Grand Quran. What's that? A proper place to live. One of the most peaceful neighborhoods east of Jamrock. You may know it for its massive housing projects. Most of the buildings are empty at the moment. Her smile is wide. It's a great opportunity to get ahead of the crowds. Better times ahead for sure. And is also involved with the bookstore. He made the initial investment, since then, what you might call a silent partner. Almost inaudibly so. Is she an only child? Yes, a real treat she is. It would be nice if she had. We couldn't have afforded more children, really. Not in this economy. A glimmer of sadness blinks through the well-crafted exterior. Why not? We're quite busy people, you know, my husband and I, quite busy. Her voice wavers a bit. Children are a lot of work. You don't look like a father, so I expect you to understand. I'm sorry, I'm sure you do understand. And she told me she doesn't go to school anymore. Plaisance nods. She's been too busy helping me here, so she studied at home this trimester. Temporary solution, of course. I assure you I will people understand the importance of education. Be back in school the moment the store takes off. And how freeze is over? And it's not a good topic to get into. I had something else in mind. The woman looks aloof. Features much softer. Occasionally she glances at her daughter's silhouette. I should definitely buy a book after doing it. What if I want to buy a book? Why are you talking to me? Everything is on the shelves to browse. They feel compelled to buy anything. Fills with a pendant. The way her bony fingers directly at you. See those shelves there? Go and be drawn. Alright, I'll have a look then. Smiles and nods, seemingly relieved. Farewell for now, book peddler. Oh, okay. He's in here reading. Let's go. We saved the kid. Let's go look at these books, dude. We gotta get a book if we can. Oh. The display rack is brimming with worn paperbacks featuring an extremely muscular sword-wielding barbarian on the cover. Nearly all the titles contain the word Yelmdal somewhere. Let me leave those. Where's another one? Is this the same one? Same one. Where are more shelves? This is one here. The old sports magazines tucked away in a dark corner. This is a small mountain of colorful board game boxes. There are numerous types. Games for all ages. A lot of shelf space seems to be taken up by all related merchandise. Look through those. A variety of source books, lore books, codices litter the table. Topmost book is titled Welkin Compendium 2nd Edition. It's also a large hardbound tome with intricate cover art. The Hunters of Hadouak, Boreal Creature Compendium, and Pick Your Path adventure games titled Tales of Wirral, Caverns of Velkrag. Books in a board game section. Who wants to read books? Is there anything that catches my eye? There's a box that says Wirral 3rd Edition Mega Setting Supplement Module. The side panel notes a fantastique adventure board game, new maps, and miniatures. A sticker on it displays 25 real. Price is steep, but then it's a 3rd edition Mega Setting Supplement. That makes sense. Sorry, I didn't mean to click this. Fuck. The viticulturist is classic for sure. Perhaps you'd like archipelagos of Insulindia, Heierarchies game for those interested in geography. And play with your children. I don't feel as if I have any kids. Friends are technically like family. Blah 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 blah. Okay, what about the Wirral things? Lousy auras there. No role-playing games. Probably among those types, you know, are into those kinds of things. Personally, I don't like it. Not at all. Oh, I want the role-playing game. I've heard they turn into a cult enthusiast. that they have rituals where they try to summon entities. Highly immoral stuff. You can still buy them though. Eventually. I need 25 real for those. But I will get them. Don't you worry. Alright. I guess the next shelf is up here to look through. These shelves are overburdened with books from the same series. You see the name Dick Mullen over and over. A couple spook novels hide amidst all the detective books, revealing tales of spycraft and daring do. Look through this display. Crime fiction is a disgrace. An asinine misinterpretation of the physical attributes, the arduous everyday work of actual police officers. These books greatly overstate the excitement of police work, glossing over how long it takes to actually follow up on leads, eliminate dead ends, which I am sure I will understand by the end of this game. Once more, they completely ignore the psychological hardships of year after year coming into contact with people during the worst days of their lives. Not a single mention of all the stress this work creates on the officer's family. Detective fiction just doesn't tell the truth at all. Now, would you like to list the books found on the shelf? Sure thing. Dick Mullen on the Job. Get Me Mullen. The Stalwart Adventures of Richard P. Mullen. Dick Mullen and the Murder in the Orchard. The Sordid Affair of Dick Mullen. A killing is declared. Dick Mullen in the Murder House. The Final Case of Dick Mullen. An Obvious Lie. Dick Mullen in the Clock Tower. The Ordeals of Dick Mullen. Dauntless Dick. Dick Mullen's Funeral Pyre. The Murder of Dick Mullen. What? You telling me Dick Mullen dies? Oh no. Turns out he faked to solve a case. Are there any more? Yes. There's also the dame who did it. Farewell, my Mullen. Faking death seems to be a common trope in the Mullen series. The morbid tales of Dick Mullen. The dark tide turns. Tragedy calls for Dick Mullen, another one with fake death, and of course, Dick Mullen, the murderer. In order to catch a murderer, Dick Mullen must become the murderer. After all this, you still haven't found the answer to one question that matters. Who is Dick Mullen? Failed it. Your attempt to grasp the answer fails. It seems very close by pulsating just out of reach. Oh, I'll figure that out eventually. Don't you worry. Picture books. Fascist magic. Alright, what? Biographies. Plaque on the shelf reads biographies of famous people. You see a large variety of names, none of which ring a bell. List them off though. Browsing through all the books, all the names makes your head spin. None of these seem important or relevant. Just all vapid egoism. Suddenly, a particularly odd title catches your eye. It reads, High Speed Love, the tragic true love story of Jacob Ear and Alf Delatraz by one Cecilia Aberbrook. High Speed Love chronicles the romance between two of the finest tip-top tournée racers in history. One of them is the madcap driver, Jacob Ear. His blonde mane graces the cover. Next is Life Story. You see a slim biography of an Occidental rock star called the Anti-Star. He's famous for shooting morphine into one of his eyeballs and cocaine into the other. Alright. Next to that, Ravacholian radical personality Guillaume Bevy stands in front of a run-down drug den. He's a permanent fixture on Channel 8, supporting real crime, ruining cops' days. Reading them is not for free. Do still browse though, but not too long. I did not mean to rush you. You are browsing. Go ahead, take your time. Time is commerce. Alright, just ask her who is important on here and who I should buy then. I would say Greatest Innocence. It's an important educational tool, delving into the depths of history, religion, and their relation to innocentic power. Who or what is innocence? A very influential historical figure, but surely I don't have time to tell you that. She waves her hand as is casting aside the thought. You're a law officer, and law officers have at least some education. Book is also very daring. The author aims to re-examine the universal understandings of the innocentic system, creating a fresh vantage point and a shift in the tired order of things. Alright. It's prudent for a person to have at least an elementary understanding of history and society. Imagine the chaos would be in otherwise. Feel like you should get this one, definitely. It's important somehow. Something personal inside. Alright. Let me look at other ones. Is this a map? This is a map. Several maps have been attached to a bulletin board hidden inside the alcove, held up by small pins. The board has come loose from the corner. The maps look old and faded. Your eye catches a map of Insulinde, a map of Ritual, a map of Martinez. Look at the map of Martinez. It's a tourist thing. Picture postcard with buildings on it, drawn from an isometric perspective. It says 48. It's detailed. Could be pretty useful for scouting ahead. You see, blah 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 blah. What about Revshul? The north coast of the verdant island is shattered by the delta of a river. It is the river Bronx, countless bridges, put the shards back together, connecting city blocks to river islands. La Delta is a great artificial heart in the center, teeming with life forms and construction. To the east, rolling hillsides, Les Jardins, Stea Marie, suburbs of Saint-Baptiste, swallowing up into the megacity. They sound rich to you. This is Ravachol east and west of the river. Coron, it's somewhere to... Bro! Oh, I'm hitting the thing. It's somewhere to live, not bad. And then there's Jamrock. It's bad, people shouldn't live there, but they do. Then Faubourg, it's almost as bad and much larger than Coal City. It's the worst. Alright, Martinez. So small you can't even see it on the map. North of Jamrock, the strip of coast next to Greater Revshul Industrial Harbor. It looks downright despondent. It's almost Coal City, to be honest. No, this is somewhere to be. This is all you have, but it's still something. Streets and sodium lights. The sky, the world. You're still alive. Alright, can I buy the maps? The map of Martinez is the only one available. The other two are not for sale anymore. Scarcely afford them. Map of Martinez is 90 cents. You seriously underestimate my resources, but sure, okay. What if I try to steal it? The lieutenant coughs sharply, then whispers, perhaps not, it's against Elysium policy to defraud small business owners. Let me buy the map. Alright, always good to be informed of your surroundings. Bought a map. Leave that. That gives me the one map features a patchwork grid of the streets of Martinez with directions to appropriately touristy locations. Year 48 resides on the upper right corner. Trace the path through the grid. Your finger moves through the various streets across Rue Saint Ghislaine and Rue Saint Cesper over Saint Brunet Martinet north. Finally coming to a halt on the spot where you are currently standing, although the map gives no such indication itself. For a more detailed view of the map, go to your journal, the map tab. Let's go. Oh. Okay. Now we can see where these things are, I think. Bird's Nest, Roy. I thought there was a way that you could highlight these. Maybe not. Yeah, I don't know. I also have no idea exactly where I am, but I'll figure that out later. Another boring book just discarded here. Alright. Paranormal books. This bookstore not strictly about crime, romance, and biographies of famous people. There's also a wide range of paranormal literature. Look through this shelf. Amidst the various books, you find one written by someone named Matthias W. Donda. It's wholeness, unity, balance. These three things are very important to the working class mind. The point of the book, many others on the shelf, is to give people medicinal advice in situations where they don't have access to paid health services. How does that work? It serves platitudes while also telling everyone that traditional medicine, the kind people don't have access to, and which costs more than this book, garbage, and would only give you cancer anyway, without even curing your cold or anything. Wholeness, unity, balance, on the other hand, can basically take care of anything. Though it is important to note, when it's up to your mind to heal yourself, then it's because your mind that you're ill in the first place. Does it say anything else? Features chapters on topics such as how to find magnesium, even lists plants you can harvest magnesium from, how to continue drinking if you're an alcoholic who has destroyed his liver, and even a chapter on the ancient Ceres tradition of using the gallbladder preservatives to treat and prevent sexually transmitted diseases. Pre and post factum apply. Nothing worth buying. Man, no browsing on that shelf. Not for free. Can't have you end up like opening a police store next door and stealing my customers. Oh no, I want to buy from it though. Fine. Whatever. Is there a romance shelf? How much was this book? Do I still have enough for it? Yeah, sure. I'll buy this book. A true cultural touchstone. Enjoy the read. What was this? Everyone knows the most interesting thing about fascists was their magic. Go, yeah. Yo, I have a book, man. I'm gonna start reading this next episode. Alright, this dusty tome brings knowledge of the history of Innocences. It is written by one Joao Paulo Salmao Lopez de Fuego, a Mesque fascist who tries to reach a conclusion on which of the innocences is the coolest in the world. Alright. So we're going to be starting with next time, hopefully. I hope it's like an actual book that you can read. That's going to do it for this episode. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button. That's what it's there for. If you have anything to say, positive or negative, leave a comment below. I'll read it. I'll help out one way or another. And I'll catch you next time.